Live lifts, sub-max Sundays. Yes, no better place to be. We love getting strong. Woo. Just gonna get some, let's get limbered up before we do. What is some still just warming up as usual. Did my warm-up off screen and got some tyres, got an array of monster truck tyres. I think this is HGV standard, and then we've got front wheel tractor and we've got monster truck. So welcome back. Sub-max Sundays. Last live stream was amazing, by the way. Oh my God, how much fun did we have on that? How am I feeling? Completely recovered, completely fine. Squats, heavy. Narrow grip bench press and the pulling with the sled. Amazing work for the quads. So today, considering what I basically worked last time was, let's say squats, hit the abs at the back of the legs, narrow grips hit the triceps. We've done some sled, which is kind of hitting a bit of core stability and pulling through the sled, driving through the legs. So today I thought, well, I want to do deadlifts, but it's hard to really do that when you've had such a mega leg session previously. You're really going to struggle to deadlift if you're honest. So how can I modify that? I can lift some tractor tires. I can do some tire flip instead, which is still a deadlift movement. You'll remember from the first, one of the first live stream we did was "This will help your deadlift." You should go and watch that live stream. And in now we were doing monster tire flips as well, and it's absolutely, we did deadlift with monster tire flip in that stream. So very complementary to deadlift. You just add in more reps, more sets. That is, appreciate the size of it on the camera, but it's very heavy. It's well over 100 kilos. I think it's pushing 120. It's probably 120 kilos, so it's pretty close to a heavy deadlift, and it's much more dynamic to do this as opposed to deadlift as well. But anyway, let's get into it. And what are we going to do today? Tire flips. Then we're going to go inside. We're going to do some T-bar row, and I'll talk through why I'm doing T-bar row today as well. And then we are going to finish off with, what are we going to finish off with? We're going to finish off with some Zercher squats. We're going to do Zercher squats, which is fantastic. So Zercher squats are amazing, and we'll talk about why we're going to do these exercises throughout as well. Anyway, let's do some flips. Yeah, baby. Start a flight. Just fire these up. Get soaking wet because there's water inside. No problem. Absolutely drenched, unexpectedly. Didn't know there was loads of water inside that. Can't make it up, can you? Right in my face as well. Oh my days. Anyway, that gets us warmed up. That's quite nice. So if you're new to this, excuse me, it's only a bit of rainwater. So if you're new to this, you can start with this size. You don't have to be coming in doing monster truck. You can start with something small like this. And what you can appreciate by doing this is, watch me get wet again now. Oh my days. It's all right. What you've got to appreciate with this is how low my hips are. And I'm not hinging through my back. And I'm getting lots of power through the hip. I'm not putting too much stress on my bicep. Awesome. Quick break and then we'll step up. Whew. So yeah, what you'll appreciate is when you're consistently doing heavy squats, whether that's probably twice a week, every other session, kind of a week A block where you do squats twice that week. Let's say the first session and the third session. And then your week B, you might only do one set of squats in one of the 3 sessions, but it will be paired with a chain deadlift type exercise either side in the week B. On the week that you only squat once, you're probably going to be deadlifting or doing some back work twice that week. But what you're going to find is kind of anything over 120 kilos, what you're going to find is you're going to really start struggling to combine squat with deadlift. It's going to get really heavy, and you're going to start getting little aches and pains and probably little injuries, so your recovery becomes much more important. So don't try to be brave. I listen to my body, and I have to take in consideration what I did last time, which was really heavy squat, really heavy sled pull. So essentially, I might not feel it at the moment, but when I start cranking up that weight on the deadlift and start hitting plus 140, plus 150, you're really going to start overcompensating, and getting all that fatigue will set in. It will catch up. Ooh. We're all right. Yeah. Thumbs up. Ooh. Let's do another set. Awesome. Let's do another set. Feeling fresh. This is a beautiful exercise, guys. If you've never done it, don't be afraid of it. Start with the small stuff. It'll complement your deadlift massively. Dead easy. Flip that through. Look how my drive right through biceps. And by going lighter, you can get that explosivity as well. Get on the big boy next. So we're working today. Essentially what we're working today really is our back, our biceps, and our abs. But we're not doing things like sit-ups. Of exercises we're doing today, it's going to hit our abs differently. It's going to hit that really, really deep core strength that builds thickness and through the abs. So we've got to get these going. Right. So what's warmed up now? Flexor digitorum, profundus, superficialis. All my grip strength is up, Biceps switched on. Anterior deltoid switched on. Traps switched on. Back, core, lower back, glutes, legs, full body. Hits everywhere. We're going to hit this monster next. Need a bit of chalk for the boys. Flying. Feeling great. Submax Sundays. We're often outside on a Sunday because it's nice weather at the moment in the autumn, and it's nice to get outside as much as possible. If you've got a gym that accommodates that, if you've watched the other live streams, we're in the Garden of Eden, as I like to call it, the Garden of Strength over there. Amazing little place. We did the Atlas stones in there last week, you remember? And we're going to go inside today as well for the second and third exercises, which is Zercher squats. And I'll talk through the logic of why we're combining these. Very, very intelligent, very, very clever connection of how to fully work. Woo! Are you ready for the monster? So we'll do 3 to 5 sets on this. It is hard work, and we'll just do it for reps. Whew. This hard work, but damn good. If you're looking to burn fat, if you really want to burn off some energy, get on the tires. Dynamic strength, functional strength as well. You'll notice in the last live stream as well, every exercise we do, you can apply it to everyday life. You're going to be doing this in everyday movements. Well, let's see what this. Woo. There's a short video on how to flip a monster truck tire you should watch, and in the other video as well, the benefits of doing it and the correct technique. So tune in. Ooh. Come on then. Nice and warm now. So if you can appreciate the size of it, it might be as tall as that Range Rover. Ooh. Bit of hip strength in there as well. Watch this leg, or watch this leg. Watch it come up. Drive the chest in. Look at that, right on the hip flexor. Right up. Yeah. Can feel all obliques coming in massively. Because the tire wants to roll that way and that way when you're lifting it. So your rotation of your ab work to resist the rotation, which hits the obliques. Woo. Yeah, baby. Up we go, son. Lovely. Woo. Ah. Positive strain. So welcome back. Submax Sundays, where we train sub-maximally. We don't do 1 rep maxes over here. Forget about it. Waste of time. Diminishing returns. We train sub-maximally, where we get in the volume and the reps, and we see bigger, more growth, and we see better, faster progress, and we stay injury-free. Oh, there's a bin over there. The Stoptober streams as well, guys, where there's a link in the description if you are trying to quit smoking. We use this channel to promote all kinds of health causes. And this month is Stoptober. Steve joins on the Stoptober streams. We had the first 7 weeks, kind of at the end of the 6th to 7th week now. So you can enter your postcode into that link and reach out and get the help you need for Stoptober. And the first month, the first 4 or 5 weeks, we just did general live lifts, but we're doing all kinds of promotional material for health causes. I have nothing to declare. I have no conflicts of interest. I don't get paid for doing it, of course. It's just a guy having fun getting strong. And as a doctor, of course, we'll raise awareness of certain health issues as well. And some charity work later on. And we've got to hit 1,000 subscribers though, so I can get a donate button and I can start doing some fundraising and stuff. Whew. Lots of power in that press. You're getting a bit of chest and shoulders in there as well. I like to alternate the left and the right hip coming up. See, this is akin to a deadlift. Woo. And you'll notice every time I do it, I feel fitter and stronger. Ooh, that was heavy. See, he wants to rotate. Come on. Smooth, baby. Yes. One more. Woo. Ah. Woo. So when you do that, you're going to appreciate that there's no pressure in your lower back. You should not be using your lower back at all, really. The lower back in this exercise is a real stabilizer. Your core is working. You're driving into the tire with your chest. And all the drive is through the legs and the hips, exactly like it is in deadlift. Very, very complimentary for your deadlift. Woo. So we do 2 or 3 sets, but I feel my quad working as well, because my quads they've recovered, but they get another stimulation for today's exercise as well. And abs really tight. So if you're starting the tire flip, don't go heavy. Start with the lighter stuff and build up over weeks and months. And what we used to do when I was abroad training, we could jam some weight discs. You can jam weight plates inside the inner lining of the tire, so you can get it a little bit heavier if you want to add a bit more weight. But when you flip it, they might roll around and bounce out. But there's no harm in doing this for reps. Remember, the principle here of strength training, time under tension, endurance as well. So more reps, more distance. Oh. And remember, remember when you come to do it, remember there's no water on the inside lining of the tyre, because you'll get soaked like I did before. What a wally. Never mind. Look at the water because it's been raining, so it wasn't stagnant. Goodness me. Ooh. Yeah. Feeling good. Good grip, strength, pressing with the chest. This is not part of your routine, it should be. Oh, that was just smooth. Come on then. Keep it moving. Ah. There's a little bit of rotation as well. Watch carefully. That's why it hits the abs and obliques better than deadlift. Just. Woo! Boys having fun. Oh, that was slippy. That's wet and slippy. But we've got to overcome that. Whoa! Yeah! Woo! Awesome. What a beautiful day to get strong. Yes, gorgeous day, every day. Woo. Enjoying life. So if the last live stream got gate crashed, and it was funny. So if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It was an amazing session. What you'll come to appreciate. In fact, I watched one of the very early live streams, just a little flick through some of the exercises that I did, and I can already see a huge difference in progress in the physique, as in looking, feeling thicker already, just from the first few weeks of training, which 6 weeks in, huge difference. And what I can actually feel when I kind of hyperextend and squeeze my abs, squeeze my legs, squeeze my glutes, my lower back being really well supported by the musculature down there, the erector spinae, and I can really feel my glutes really helping the sacroiliac joint and my hips. So that's nice to feel so compact, you feel much secure. And that's testament to the exercises that we've been doing as well. I'm not going too heavy because we're getting the benefit of the exercise to build the basis and foundation of strength that we need. And I've not overcomplicated things. These are simple exercises, but people just don't do them. You know, people look for shortcuts, and it's all like, you know, fancy aesthetic stuff. It just doesn't work in the long term. And by doing this, you'll get thickness and stronger, and you can get all the aesthetic stuff later because you've got that absolute solid, thick muscle to really build and cut and find detail into. So no shortcuts. The shortcut we're taking is the fastest route to this tire. Come on, we'll do one more set. We'll come all the way back. Feeling well switched on. Let's just check this. Yeah, we're all good there. Microphone survived the monster truck. Ooh, deep core flexion like that, right through the abs. Driving through those legs. Calves, you'll feel your calves pushing through the calves as well. Getting that Achilles tendon. Woo. Damn, that's slippy. Oh, my hand slipped. It's wet and slimy. Yes. Come on, a couple more. Yeah, beautiful. Come on. One more. Woo. Awesome start to the session, and what you'll come to appreciate is by doing some of the functional training first, you will hit your body differently. So now when we go and do the other exercises, we'll feel a different stimulation on the body because we've already been worked. Put these away. Oh, wow, soaking wet, filthy. And just make sure you wash your hands after touching tyres, because they've got chemicals in them that I haven't studied the evidence for, but I haven't studied the evidence at all for it, but a farmer who has a lot of tractors and tractor tyres, he did say to me, because he was going to give me a tractor tyre, but I said, don't worry, they've got them at the gym. But he said to me, just be careful, because the chemicals inside them, I don't know the evidence behind it, but he's mentioned to me that, you know, there may be some chemicals that can be a bit toxic, which is to be expected, really. So I just wash my hands, and like I say, I don't know the evidence for it. There's no danger in lifting them, but the danger is from the residue, black soot that will be on your hands afterwards. So just wash your hands, but there's no danger to lifting them. I give that exercise, I rate that exercise, I'm gonna say that's pushing 9.5. That's close to a 10. It's a 9.5 though. It's a 9.5 exercise. Oh, I don't know, I should give it a 10, shouldn't I? I'm not sure. It's a bloody good exercise though, so if you can, do it, and we'll take you on a little trip. We'll go inside now, and we're going to do some T-bar row after I've washed my hands and had a water break. Oh, it's a great start to the session. Feeling pumped. All right, Gemma. Woo. Here we go. Yes. Fantastic. This is room strength. We love this place. How's it going? Jesse's back. Everyone remembers Jesse from the last stream. Good to see you, mate.
Yeah, I haven't seen you for a while.
Oh, a few weeks, been 2 weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Training well?
Yeah, really good, actually.
Good.
Yeah, got a good little balance between a few
awesome.
little things and stuff. Yes, it's all good. Yeah, it's positive. So you're
looking
filming,
fantastic. Yeah, at the minute, yeah. It's doing well. We just did some monster truck tyres outside. So. Sorry, mate. That's it, yeah, fine. Oh, no, just here. I set this up in advance, so. Nice one, Jesse. Jesse's back. You remember Jesse, don't you? Whew. Right, I've got to wash my hands as well, because I'm filthy, dirty from all that black soot off. But I think that. What do we want to see? You want to see me doing some rows? Can I go to here?
Yeah, I'm going to put the weights on him now. Yeah.
Oh yeah. When's the class? I think that's a good angle, isn't it? All right, mate. I think you see me doing some T-bar row right there. That's a nice angle for the. See my straight lower back. The class isn't on today though, is it? Is it on now, the class?
No, tomorrow morning.
Oh, you're ready in advance. Nice one.
Yeah, so we're going to have to come in.
Awesome. Right, guys, I just need to break off for like a minute or two. I've got to go and wash my hands because I'm absolutely filthy, and a quick water break. So, sit tight. We'll be back for some T-bar row. We're flying. Thanks for joining, guys. Hit the like button. Cost you nothing. Submax sessions, Sundays. We're here. Let's get a bit of chalk for the boys. Broke me lid. Flying. Right then, first set, put 25 on. On this platform here, I'll explain what's going on. NPC. Rogue NPC. Welcome. Are you lost? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 9, 10. Yes, beautiful. That's nice, mate. So, what have I got? Oh. I've got this V-grip that we use on the rowing. I put a little rubber, like foam pad thing around the bar because there's no friction between the metal and it'll slide as you're trying to row and pull. It slips down the bar and you lose your form and technique. And what I've bought is a couple of varieties. So why do I use this? Because the bar goes across there and I've got the more depth. Look how much further back my elbows can come now. So the way the latissimus dorsi muscle works, it's coming from all round. It's the broadest muscle in the body. That crest. And then you've got erector spinae, thoracolumbar fascia, all the way up, afternoon Chris, hiya mate, right up onto medial aspect of the humerus. So this broad fan-shaped muscle has got this huge width. But essentially, what I'm trying to get at is a depressor and also a weak extensor of the shoulder as well. So by getting that full depression and extension of the shoulder, retraction, as I row and extend, that allows me to look how far back my elbows can come now. So I can pull right through on this. And then the other option I've got is I can combine these two dead easy. And as I pull through, again, I can just grip the bar a little bit wider if I want to. I'm not fussed on, I don't believe in this philosophy of, well, the wider you grip, the broader and bigger you're going to be. That's nonsense. It's about getting the benefit of the exercise and the stimulation. And going wider, all you're doing is just impinging your shoulders by coming wider and wider up here. Your shoulders haven't got the movement in this position. They're already in their end outer range. So by bringing it in a bit closer, look how further back my elbows can get here. So I hit the lats more. But if I'm here, I can't really get my elbows down and back as effectively. So anyway, more weight. So the start of the session, we did tire flip. Build up slowly. You don't have to have a incline shaped platform. You can do it flat on this. I personally like standing on the weights because with the weights I can get the depth, but also it's more functional. I'm more likely to be lifting something bent over on a flat surface than stood on a platform that's like that. So I'm not massively fussed about standing on a platform. There is a decent platform through there. I'm happy to use it. I do use it. But this is no problem with this either. Let's try this one. Oh, wow. Ooh, tasty. That is tasty. That is absolutely, that is something else. That, and I've never used that before. That's the first time I've ever used it. That is shoulder width apart, and you can exactly appreciate what I've just mentioned about getting that elbow really into shoulder, elbow really back into shoulder extension, getting that elbow right back. That is gorgeous. I want to do another set with that. In fact, that's so good. I'm not going to use the flat bar, because the flat bar is going to bring me to here. But the V bar is going to bring me to here. And I like that. If I can get deeper, I will. If I can get further back, I will. So I'm not going to use the straight bar. That is obsolete. The narrow is good. I can get back a little bit, but I'm going to hit my chest. That V bar is the best one. Whew. Somebody's throwing weights at me. An NPC is throwing weights at me. Lift. Right, let me tidy this away and then we'll do another set. That feels really nice. Oh, the music's banging. Yes. Do you know what's even better about that is, by doing the tire flip first, my back and posterior chain is so switched on and charged up already, so you've got a lot more power and strength to do this. That is gorgeous. Come on. Woo! Yeah, so that position, about a palm's width down from the end of the bar is ideal, because then the weight doesn't hit you. Yeah, that's good. Woo. Right, I need a bit more weight, because I want to be getting the 5-6 rep range, so I go a bit heavier. Come a little closer. Have a goose. Have a gander. Lovely. Oh, sound. We did 75 last time, and it was tough, you know. So I don't want to lose form and techers. So if we throw on another 75, by all accounts we should be stronger from like 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago when we did it. want to make sure we're getting through all the reps and sets. Your biceps are switched on. So last time we did 75. So by all accounts, we should be a lot stronger than like a few weeks ago. So, or maybe not a lot, because I don't want to falter the technique, but we should be a little bit stronger. So what I'm going to do is put on a little bit of weight, even if it's just a kilo or 2 kilos. Yeah, we'll stick that one. Using that. Nice one. We'll see how, I'll add a kilo for every subscriber. I think we're all right there. Might have a bit of light on the situation. The sound now. Right. We'll see how this feels. If you don't do this exercise, you're missing out. You won't feel the immediate benefit of it, but when it comes to bodybuilding season, and we lighten the weight and we do this exercise for reps, and we're talking like, you know, 15, 20, 35, 50 reps. Sometimes we do this for 100 reps with quite a light weight on it. When you're doing it for high reps, right, you will come to appreciate how much this works your entire back from top to bottom, including traps at the top and the neck to erector spinae and extensor muscles, semispinalis, multifidus, all those really deep muscles in the lower back and the support that it gives you for your lower back and the hips. You'll come to appreciate it when you're doing it for pure reps. That's why it's absolutely essential, because it works your entire back. And not a lot of guys do it. You just don't see them doing it, man. It's because it's uncomfortable. It's really uncomfortable exercise. But you've got to get used to doing the things you don't like. Right, let's see how this goes anyway. No fail. Light sweat, heavy weight. Nice straight back. Breathe in, squeeze. Damn, that's tough. That is really tough. That's really tough. Whew. Well, actually, it felt really safe and really switched on. That felt amazing. That was heavy. It wants to pull me forward. And the challenge is, if you're stood on the incline platform that I mentioned earlier, the incline platform is going to help counterbalance you, so it's going to be easier. By standing on the flat, you have to work really hard to stay level and not let it pull you forward. That's why you can't jump up too heavy too quick, because you're going to have to appreciate the force and the angle wants to pull you forward. The normal force. That's good. I think that's about right. 1.25 kilo was enough. Adding 1 kilo was enough. That's really good. Right, quick break and then we'll do a couple sets. We'll do 3 sets. We'll do 3 sets. See how we're doing. So back Sundays, guys. Flying. Stopped over streams. Quit smoking. Get the help you need. bearing in mind that was the first set on the highest weight, so the cerebellum, spinal cord, sensory motor cortex got to appreciate the new strain and the new stimulus pulling me that way. So hopefully the second and third set won't feel as tough because I'll be more charged up as well from a nervous system point of view. Get that neuroplasticity kicking in. Just another minute, just 1 minute. We have 3-minute breaks, by the way. ACSM guidelines mention for strength work, a guideline, remember, not a rule. It's an expert consensus, which is relatively medium to low level of evidence, but it is based on the opinions of sports and exercise science. 3 to 5 minutes, and I do agree with that actually. I do think that if you want to work optimally, you do feel ready and charged up again after 3 to 5 minutes. Personally, I like to take 3 minutes. And then later on in the season, after you've been grinding out reps and sets for months and months and months and months and months, by the time you hit like March, April, February, March, April, you're much, much heavier and you're doing a lot more volume and you're kind of peaking. So, you know, you will need to maybe take the full 4 minutes, maybe sometimes even 5 minutes between sets, and there's no harm in that. As long as you're fully recovered and you can complete all your reps and all your sets, that's all that matters. So, anyway, what's the tunes? I think they're trying to set the tunes up. Let's do another set. Get fired up. Right. See if we can pull this. Am I too far away there? Let me see. Bring me an inch forward a bit. Get right over it. Ah, yes. Ah, that is absolutely delicious. That feels so good. That's absolutely perfect. Woo. What you'll notice there, oh wow, that feels so good. That was perfect, like everything. Is that in your way? Sorry. Is that all right there?
No, you're right,
good.
I'm just trying to keep my head out.
Good, because I'm not moving it.
I don't need to move it.
You can come and say, I'm only joking. Come and say hello. What's your message for the world?
Hi everyone, happy Sunday.
Happy Sundays. Yes, Strength Sundays. Happy Sundays. Forget about Happy Mondays. It's Happy Sundays. So, as I was saying, what you'll notice on that is the length I'm getting. I'm not coming to here, I'm panicking. I'm getting full extension at the elbows. I'm letting the weight, that's why I'm stood on the 220 kilos, because I'm off the ground and I'm allowing my elbows to extend fully, but actually I'm allowing the whole shoulder girdle to protract as well. So I'm getting full protraction, retraction, elbow flexion, shoulder extension. That is the full range. The vulnerability of that is when it's heavy and it's pulling you forward, you will automatically feel like you don't want to fully extend because you feel it's going to pull you forwards. If you're feeling like that, it's too heavy for you, drop it down to a weight that you know your core and your lower back and your hips and legs can stabilize you in. You'll actually notice if you watch it really, really carefully, my legs are shaking like this, and they should be, because that means they're working really, really hard to hold me up. If they weren't shaking, I would be putting far too much pressure in my lower back, because all my lower back I would be hinging up and lunging it through. That's beautiful. Anyway. Whew. That was so nice. You're dead funny. You'll see it. It'll be on later. You can watch it if you want. You can tune in. Click the like button. You can be your own biggest fan. Oh, come on then. Getting length. Nice. Thing is, remember as well, I've got heels on these trainers. They're like wedged. So I wonder if it'd be different if I did it in Converse. You can always experiment, can't I? Mind you, it's probably harder, so it'll be more of a challenge. Lift through the legs. Yes. Wow. Yes. Yes. Cheers, Chris. See you soon. Gorgeous. Yeah, let's do another set. Oh. Wow. Bit of rotation. Needed. That's what the doctor ordered. Or what the doctor requested. Yeah, that feels nice and loose. Just gorgeous. All of that posterior chain, hamstrings, quads, gastrocnemius, calf, hamstrings, glutes, lower back. Supercharged. I'll try and Converse next time, flat on flat. Sometimes your footwear is really important for your lifting. You'll notice a huge difference when you're squatting. I see guys trying to do really heavy and they're wearing running trainers. And unfortunately, running trainers, you're not going to have the support and stability that you need across the plantar surface of the foot, through the toes and the heels, where that proprioceptive input is for the feet, right up to the brain, through the posterior columns of the spinal cord, all the kind of sensory areas. Because you're going to be too busy, when you're in running trainers, you're going to be too busy when you're doing a heavy squat or heavy deadlift in running trainers, your feet are going to be so focused on readdressing the balance, because running trainers have got a lot of movement in them. You know, they're soft like air cushions, so you're gonna be so focused on like trying to balance yourself in your feet that you can't appreciate the weight going through the top end. So that's why I tend to wear either obviously the weightlifting shoes or the Converse. Converse are very flat and I can feel completely intact the ground. I got equal pressure through all plantar surfaces of the feet and I can really drive. So I think we should experiment. Let's throw on some Converse and see if the last set feels any different when we order when we do it in a flat shoe. I know it definitely makes a difference when you're doing squats and deadlifts in running trainers compared to flat, but I don't know about T-bar row. So just like in life, like in medicine, like in science, we have to experiment. I've got a feeling that the flat, this Converse, my hypothesis should be that there is no difference, strictly speaking in scientific terms. But that's just me as an academic. That's just me being scientific. However, so my null hypothesis is, right, let's see if there's difference. Just a second, mate. Sorry, mate. No, I haven't checked, mate. It doesn't matter. It adds to the atmosphere, Jesse. Adds to the atmosphere. Sound, mate. Come on in. Welcome anytime. So the null hypothesis is that there's no difference. And the hypothesis is that there is a difference, but we're going to see now, aren't we? In flats. Woo. You'll instantly feel the difference if there is. And it's just going to be very, very subjective, so you just have to take my rudimentary scientific word for it, because this is a rudimentary experiment. Does change of flat footwear affect balance and T-bar row? Whew. Let's see how we're feeling. Full range. Ooh. Feels easier, a little bit. I don't know, I need to do it again. Yeah, it felt like I wasn't fighting as much to fall forwards, because I think the wedge on the heels kind of puts you like that, doesn't it? I feel like I can sit into it a bit more with the flat. So I'm going to stick with flat because I do actually want to sit into it, don't I? Because the benefit's got to come through the back and the shoulders. I don't really want to be leaning forwards and putting myself in this position, because if my heels are up and I'm pulling forward, my spine is going to bend. Just thinking through the biomechanics out loud. So I think flat shoes on some flat wedge is good. Just my opinion. Just based off subjective feedback in a cohort study of one person. Yeah, that feels good. Right, we'll do one more set. And then we'll do Zercher squats. Zercher squats are going to be very complementary, and we'll talk about why, to today's session. They're going to be very complementary to today's session. So what we're working now, all the traps are switched on now. Flipping the tire, hitting the upper part of the trap there. And now doing this T-bar row, hitting all the shoulder girdle in the trap again, pulling through that extended, protracted position. Horizontally flex shoulders. Really get that drive right through. Beautiful. Do another set. Yeah, that felt good. I do most strength exercises in flat Converse, let's say, or flat shoes in general, not necessarily has to be Converse, not a promotion. Especially at overheads, pressing, deadlift, squat. This now I'll do. All right, I think we've got 30 seconds and we need another set. And then we'll do Zercher squats, which are absolutely beautiful. Fantastic for building your spine, your core. Fired up. Come on, big drive. Big squeeze. Oh, flying. Oof. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Amazing. Amazing. Few minutes, few minute break, guys. Switch over. Anybody squatting here? Awesome, because I will be, if you're not. See what we got. Some 20s. Come on, Jesse, work it. Come on. Yes. Yeah, mate. Come with me. Follow. shall achieve. Zerka. Maybe Zerka would be good from the... I'll give you a few different angles on this Zerka because you need to appreciate the full view, to be completely honest with you. So I'll give you some angles from the back and I'll give you some angles from the front because it's worth it. The music's pumping now. Right, Zerka squats. Yes, I'll talk to you why this is probably drop this a little bit. Yeah, looking good. We're nice and warm, so we'll get straight into it. Flats, flat shoes again, or weightlifting shoes, suitable for this. Sit down, deep, elbows inside the knees, 50 kilos on the bar. Woo! Flying. Welcome to the Zerka squat. So, welcome to the Zerka squat. First things first is technique. You want to be focused on getting as deep as you can. Your elbows should tuck inside your knees. Don't let your elbows hit the tops of your legs, your quads. Don't be resting on your quads, don't be resting on your femur. So, second safety tip, really, is use a foam band around the bar, because the risk of this exercise is there's far too much pressure per square inch or even per square centimetre on the metal bar over what is the bicipital aponeurosis of the forearm, where the biceps originates. You're going to risk rupturing your bicep. So I tend to stay at a light to medium weight at the start until I know my biceps are a lot stronger. And then I build up slowly. I always use the pad because the pressure per square inch or pressure per square centimetre, the surface area of the bar is quite small but very, very heavy. And there's a lot of pressure on the tendon. So by using the pad I find it distributes the weight and the pressure over a wider surface area to stop too much strain going purely onto the tendon. It also allows you to focus on the lift more because you're not in any pain or discomfort with the bar pressuring you. And also, you've got a little bit of, you're in a mid-grip position. You're not like this where you're putting all pressure through the bicep. You're actually, hold on a second. Sorry, mate. No, go on, that's fine. It's fine, mate. Just where it says 20.
All right.
5, 20, and then 10, and everything's got a home. So when you're putting too much pressure, so you're not in this position, in this fully supinated position, because you're going to put too much pressure through the bicep tendon itself, the origin, and it's going to rupture. So you want to be in this mid-grip position here, and you can see already, as soon as I twist my elbow into a mid position, watch here, the length, look into my bicep lengthens, and you're bringing in more muscles to help support the bicep by it being in this mid-grip position, including brachialis, coracobrachialis. You've got your supinator and your forearm flexors as well, and all the extensor tendons of the forearm helping as well as a little bit of the anterior shoulder. So not all the pressure is going through the bicep, but it will hit your biceps. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to hit my bicep and I want to hit my abs as well. This is really going to work the abdominal muscles. And it's also going to hit my posterior chain and my back. So we've done the tire flip and we did T-bar row. So by doing this now in front of me with this Zercher squat, my back and my traps are still working again. So I'm still working. I can feel it already just only doing 50 kilos. I can feel all my other muscles that I've worked today, very complementary to this. So I'm going to do another set because I just want to. So that feels just everything switched on. Yeah, baby. See, that's just glorious, isn't it? That's just so nice. So there's a couple of warm sets. Yeah, I feel well warmed up. I always go easy because, fatigue does set in throughout the session. So I just want to make sure everything's fully switched on. What we got, 50. So now we want to do 70, and then we need to go 90. So a couple of 10s. Oh, banging bass. Ooh. I might give you a different angle so you can appreciate full range. Sorry, mate. Sound. So, I'll give you a different angle so you can see. This pretty much hits everything. It's a grueling exercise, but fantastic. I think we're all right there, aren't we? What do you think? Nice. Awesome. We're flying. with some abs, which I think is fantastic. But we've not actually isolated any of those muscles, and we haven't actually, that's it, we haven't really done the isolation work on them, but we've really, really worked them under a dynamic, functional way. So we're going to put a little bit more weight on. I'm probably going to go up to 90. I think we'll sneak up to 90 today. And then throughout the course of the season, we'll try and push it over 100, 110, 120. We'll see what we can do. But as we get stronger, we really want to make sure our ab strength is going up. I can feel my back. This is just such a brilliant way to finish off. And the beauty is as well that, as I mentioned 2 or 3 live streams ago, by changing the order of the exercises, what we did earlier was the tire flip outside, doing that first, whereas previously we've done it last. Hitting that first and then doing some more static exercises. That just hits you completely differently in terms of stimulation on the body as well. So we're going to put on 2 more plates of 10. I can't explain how good this exercise is. When it's done properly, when it's done safely, when it's not done with any ego, forget about the heavy stuff. Because if you go heavy, you're not going to work your abs anyway. You're going to be overcompensating, fighting against the weight. Always consolidate. Instead of putting on 210s, put on 120. Always consolidate. Thanks for joining, guys. Stoptober streams all through October. Got a Halloween stream coming up. Scary strength. I don't know if that's the best angle, actually, is it? We'll see. Give you another view from the side. There's Jessie, still alive. Jessie's worked hard. So you can see from the side now the type of force it'll have on the body. Hopefully the disc won't be in the way, but you'll get the idea. Wow, 6 was tough. 6 was tough. That pulled me forward. Wow, that was hard. but good. Hard, but good hard. Wow. Couple of sets. I think we'll do one more set or maybe two, probably two more. So we're doing a nice 3 sets on this, 6 reps each. Considering all the work we've done on the tire flip and then on the, we did 4 or 5, I think it was 4 sets on the T-bar row. To be completely honest with you, that's really good, taxing. Instantly you'll feel the abs. There's a lot of volume, so I need your recovery. It was a wise choice not to do deadlift today. I think it would have been achievable, but sometimes a bit detrimental because my quads and glutes were still recovering. So to hit them a bit differently with more dynamic stuff like with a tire flip, absolutely fine. Can always hit deadlifts in a couple of sessions. So we'll be back for Tuesdays. We're back on Tuesdays. Do you need some space? Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah. Let me come from this way. Is that all right for you, mate? Nice one, mate. Yeah. How about that? Are we all right there? It's all right, mate. Oh. See if that works. I can hear a little bit of crackling on the microphone. Do another set. It's going to be too quiet, isn't it? There we go. So we're charged up now. For another 6 to 8 reps. Try and get 6. Wow. That was hard. Mega tough. Oh. 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 So we'll be back on, depending on the schedule. I think it's Tuesday this week, maybe Wednesday, we'll see. Oh. Remember, you can always catch up, watch the old live streams. Very, very good sessions, most authentic. Live streams, no edits, no cuts. Oh. Let me do one more. Oh. Could be a challenge. Then we're done. I won't need to do any supplementary work today because the abs have been hit, the biceps have been hit, the calves have been hit by doing the tire flip. So usually the supplementary work will involve either calves, abs, shoulders, lower back. But we've hit all those areas today. It's a really nice session, really, really smart. There he goes. Go on, mate. Good try. Technique. It's going to hurt his lower back, I think. Finished. Well done. Good. Yeah, you're working hard, mate. Fantastic.
A little bit hard. A little bit hard to get in, like, so by in the front squats, 6
Yeah.
people shouldn't have done that heavy, like I kept 6 for the rest of the workout, but once you pick your weight, you'll stick with it, isn't it?
Yeah. No, you've done well there, mate. It's good to see the boys working hard. Right, one more. Just need a little bit, another minute rest. That was tough. One more set of 6 and we're done. Can't believe I got soaked with rainwater earlier in that tyre. I should have emptied it, tipped it out. That's funny. Good shower. Oh, my back. Oh, my back is absolutely pumped. Lats. Come on, 6 reps. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah. No fail. Engage your inner strength. Nah, never mind. Unlucky. Good try. That was close. That last round was hard. Why is it stuck? I couldn't do that 6 rep on 90. Never mind. We'll try again next time. 1 rep. We can do 1 rep. Jesse, could you give us a hand up with this, please? I'm going to do 1 more rep. Thanks, mate. 3, 2, 1. Nice one. Yes. Come on. 1 more rep. And then next time, the idea is I should be able to complete all reps, all sets on 90. So I never worry about failure. If you're one or two reps away from completing your set, then I'm not too panicked. It's probably about probably about the right weight. Because remember, we've done all the other work as well. We've done all the other exercises as well, so it's actually really, really good that it's about pitched at about the right level. I think that's really good. Absolutely fantastic. Good. Awesome. Fantastic. Oh, awesome. Awesome session. Thanks for joining. And thumbs up on the video. Cost you nothing. Appreciate it. What did we do today? Thai flip. Got soaked with rainwater. Right in my mouth. T-bar row, nice. Felt beautiful. Oh, my lats and back. Oh, stunning, just beautiful. Such a nice workout. Hit the deep abs, hit the lats. And then Zerka squats. Jesse, see you soon, mate. See you later. Zerka squats, right through. Deep. Again, oh, hit the biceps. Hits everything, hits upper shoulders, upper traps. So what do we do now? We get really, really good recovery between now. I think we're going to be back on Tuesday, Wednesday, depending on how the schedule allows. Steak, steamed veg, bit of electrolytes. And amazing progress. Getting nearly 100 views on live streams now, which is unbelievable, in like 6 or 7 weeks. Like nearly 4,500 views in total. And like, do you know what I mean? Like, for people to tune in, watching a live stream of a guy just doing what he loves in his spare time. Because my other love, of course, is being a doctor and treating my patients. Amazing. So in my spare time doing this to help and educate as well and bring in some of the science and biomechanics and stuff. Podcast is coming, promise you. I want it to be high quality. Stoptober streams, remember, get the help you need to stop smoking. There's a link in the video. Enter your postcode, go to your GP, drop the vapes, pick up the weights. So amazing, thanks for the support. I'll be doing this anyway, with or without an audience. I just thought it's nice to have a catalogue of the strength season and see how far we go. And then we'll do all the bodybuilding and shredding, cutting, whatever you want to call it, for the summertime. Real nice foundation to cut into. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do that yet, because it's easier to live stream strength than it is to live stream bodybuilding, because there's lots of different exercises, but we'll figure it out. We'll see if we can do it. But yeah, man, enjoying life. Amazing progress so far, though. We'll probably hit the deadlifts in a couple of sessions again. I haven't done it for a few weeks. I don't mind that. You don't lose anything by not doing it, because all these exercises and all these different types of functional training that we're doing, it's all complementary anyway. So even though you've stepped away from an exercise for a few weeks, you'd still expect to be stronger when you come back to it. So we'll see. On Tuesday, we might do some heavy squats. If we're back on Tuesday, I hit the shoulders, do some squats. And then we'll see what's going on. I'm getting a little bit of static on this mic. I don't know why. I'm sorry about that. It's a bit crackly. I don't know why. And that's it. What an amazing session. So thank you very much. See you next time. See you later.